Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Where I paused this in a very bad spot. Oh, pain. Yeah, that about sums it up. Alright, the victim was offering up his prayers. It was the night of the rite. Though it's dark, the pattern of the plaza's ground was visible. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Back. It was the night of the rite, though it's dark, the pattern of the plaza's ground was visible. I feel like that's the only thing. These controls. Don't we have something on that? Dude, hold on. I want. And then. Heavy. Pain. I don't. Punisher. Heavy. I feel like that one's going to be important. The pattern on the plaza's ground was visible. Nope, not that yet. During the feast. Oh. Hold on, that's gonna be a thing. Hold on, I want to see. Where's the crime scene? Okay, so we have that. Okay, so it does, I mean, it does kind of match what we're staring at. But also, why? Starts at noon on the day before the rite and must be finished. So why would he be smelling that? Right? Is that where we're going with this? No, wait, hold on. But which one does it go with? The accused held the defenseless victim down. Okay, so that's where heavy comes in. In that instant, he's barred from this world. Oh, it was the night of the rite. Okay, there we go. I got this. Wait. That doesn't make any sense. So does this mess with the timeline? Objection! I don't know particularly what this means. Was it really the night of the rite? What do you mean? Could not be otherwise. The accused slew Acolyte Zealot after killing the High Priest during the purification rite. The only problem is the deceased spirit does not corroborate that. What's this? Take a good look at what the victim smelled. Do you see how it says gingill? Acolyte Zealot shouldn't have smelled any gingill on the night of the rite. What do you mean? Let me back up my statement with some evidence for you. Oh, I got this. This should explain how the victim couldn't have smelled gingill on the night of the rite, because it should have been... Wait, or is the, I think I present this first, then the photo. The High Priest's wife, Believe in Me, told me about the Feast of Blessings. The feast includes a number of gingill-based dishes, and they're only supposed to be served at a certain time the day before the rite. I believe you're right. I had completely forgotten about that. During the feast, the unique smell of gingill pervaded the entire kingdom. The fact that the victim smelled it means he was murdered between noon and 3 p.m. the day before the purification rite. There we go. Now we got him talking. I'm not so easily fooled. What? That autopsy report not make it clear. The estimated time of death was during the rite. Oh, right. I taught her about that yesterday. Forgive me your benevolence, but the estimated time of death is just that, an estimate. Depending on the circumstances, it's possible for it to change. What's this? Like, if a body was kept cold, the slowed rate of decay makes the death seem more recent. And it's cold there. I believe I have heard something of the sort before. I should probably know that since I'm a judge. If it is as Mr. Wright claims, the estimated time of death in the autopsy report will have to be revised. There we go. Barbed, you blinded me with science. Oh, it's fantastic. Sorry. Wait, what am I apologizing for? No matter. The murder may have occurred in the afternoon hours the day before the right. Nevertheless, the murder weapon with the accused's prints on it is incontrovertible evidence. I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Alright, what do we got? It was the afternoon of the day before the right, though the pattern on the plaza ground was invisible. But why would he be there? The time of death has been corrected, leaving my insight infallible. Nick! A change in the time of death is bound to cause some sort of an inconsistency. If I had something that showed what it was like on that day, it could really help. Ah! Newspaper! Newspaper! Is it still... Oh, hold on. What's the newspaper say? The thick white ice that froze the ground! Oh, it's melted. Oh, it should have been frozen ground! Also the ice melted. Whoops. The area around the inner sanctum will enjoy calm, clear skies today. The warmer temperature will make for excellent prayer weather. The cold front move in overnight. Oh! Oh! Calm, clear skies, and they're saying, no, it's dark. There's no reason it would be dark. But what do I attack? Smell, sight. I'm assuming that, but like at what point? That's weird. Go with it. Objection! Okay. I'm curious if I could have done that at any time. Like, did it matter? The change in the date and time of the crime has caused a new inconsistency to surface. What's this? Ugh, you are making that irritating face again. Cease that at once. Sorry, but this is the face I was born with. Love this game. Now let's focus on what is important, what the victim saw in his final moments. If bats in the belfry, Barbed Head, there's nothing to see. The ground at the plaza was all that entered the victim's eyes. And that's what I find so strange. On the day before the right, it should have been impossible to see that pattern on the ground. Possible, you say? Do explain. This piece of evidence shows why the plot. Oh my god, I screwed that up so bad. It was clear the next day. Okay. Weather forecast. The right can now go on as planned. Whoops. Right, no, I had that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm functioning on very little sleep. This This newspaper has an article that is tiny in size but huge in importance. It says that the ground was covered with thick white ice the day before the riot. What? But... The victim did not see so much as an ice cube on the ground. Exactly. And so we must ask, what was the victim looking at in his final moments? You have something to say, then say it. The last thing the victim saw was not the ground at the Plaza of Devotion. This can only mean that he was killed elsewhere. What? What? Then where do you propose the victim was actually killed? Yes, tell us where. Otherwise, your argument is worthless. About that. I hadn't gotten to that part yet. Any ideas, Maya? Let me think. Well, it's somewhere green and shaggy, right? Right, but where could that be? What is it, Barbed Head? Giving up already? Not at all. Now, where have I seen something green and shaggy? Wait. This shows where the victim was killed. Oh, in the ham. Oh my. I don't know how I didn't piece that together already. Yep, that's
Take that!
the secret hideout the rebels were using. The rebel hideout? There's no such place anywhere on the floor of that chamber. You're absolutely right. There's no place on the floor anyway. What did the victim see in his final moments if not the floor of the rebel hideout? This is what the victim saw in his final moments.
Take that!
The shaggy green surface the victim saw was one of the moss-covered stone slabs. As you can see, there are two distinct hand-shaped impressions in the moss here. I believe the victim was killed while he stood there with his hands pressed against the slab. That does not agree with the seance vision. However, one cannot definitely declare they are one and the same. I concur. There's no proof that a murder occurred in the rebel hideout. Indeed. What evidence do you have of this? Frickin' blood, man. I've already shown you the evidence. What do you mean? Please take a look at the second version of the photo I just showed you. You can see the results of the luminol test I performed in the rebel hideout. This is proof that someone had been bleeding in front of the stone slab. Is this true? This information has already been provided to the police. Detective Sky, to whom does this blood belong? We thought it was the High Priest's blood that flowed in from outside, so we haven't tested it yet. Then you must do so at once. Yes, Your Majesty. Sorry, Emma. It appears the police have finished testing the blood. Detective Sky, your report, please. The blood found in the rebel hideout belongs to Praise-a-Lot, just like the defense claims. Detective Sky, do you realize what your blunder has done to me? No, but I'm very happy about it. When the trial concludes, I want to see you in my prayer chamber. There, I will deliver a joyous sermon onto you for 8 hours straight. Ooh. Does the punishment really fit the crime? I'm really sorry, but please, anything but that. Nick, maybe, just maybe, this is a chance we've been waiting for. Yup, it would seem so. I hate to do this to Emma, but go for it. It's full speed ahead. The victim was killed in the rebel hideout the day before the purification rite. Then his body was moved to the Plaza of Devotion by someone we've yet to identify. So, when we thought we saw Acolyte Zalot praying during the rite, he was already dead. Got her. And that's not all. If he was killed at the inner sanctum, that would explain one more thing. That would be how the time of death was made to look later than it actually was, the proof of which was left behind at the sanctum. This points to how the time of death was made to appear later than it actually was. What? What? Of the 3 p.m. My attorney's badge? The newspaper! Thought it was gonna be something with how cold it was. A warmer temperature will make for excellent prayer weather. Be warned, however, that we'll see a cold front move in overnight. Huh. My statement, that doesn't help. Lady Kira's warning, I don't think helps us. What even was that? I know what you're planning. Nope. This points to how the time of death was made to appear later than it actually was. I would like to phone a friend. I want to say it has something to do with the inner sanctum, like drawing or picture. Since we now know, like, that's where that's located, right? But I don't understand. Oh! Because there's still snow up there. Is that what they're getting at? That it's just that it's colder up there. That seems a little desperate to me. The water in the spring was already stained red. Okay. Those are Maya and the High Priest were during the riot. I don't think that immediately helps me. Kill the Plaza Devotion. He has a peach-shaped tattoo on the nape of his neck. Cause of death was spinal cord injury from being stabbed. Literally all I have is just that it's colder up there. And so that would mean that the body decays slower. I'm gonna go with it because we just talked about it.
Take that!
These are photos of the inner sanctum. Right. I'd like you to focus on this one. The proof is right here in this photo. This is how the time of death was made to appear later than it really was. You see how snow has been... Oh! I didn't even put that together. From this one spot only. That's because it was used to keep the victim's body cold. And that's why the time of death wasn't what it seemed. Time was mistaken. And the place too. Just what you believe that proves. That my client is innocent? What of her fingerprints on the dagger? The Plume Punisher theme the victim heard. Failed to address these two key pieces of evidence. Wait. I see your point. Wasn't this your big chance, Nick? I'm really hoping that the difference in location can invalidate either the weapon or the theme song from being used as evidence against you. Actually, that might be possible, at least for one of them. I was just thinking. Hold on, I want to go back to the court record. Because I think... Yeah! There it is. The clock. Really? Ooh, what's this? You say you can contradict our argument for a key piece of evidence. Yeah, not the one I would like, though. Very well, let us see you try. Nick, take a good look at the Rebel Hideout photo. Yeah, I'm already there. Oh! The defense can invalidate this piece of evidence. The Plume Punisher theme. Plume Punisher theme, and how do you intend to support such a claim? Since the murder happened in the rebel hideout, there's something there that played the theme song other than my client's strap.
It wasn't the strap. Is this true?
The item that played the Plume Punisher theme song was this. Come on. The calendar.
Take that!
This is a Plume Punisher alarm clock. I believe the victim heard its alarm go off. What proof do you have that the alarm went off?
Objection!
What proof do you have that it was my client's strap that played the theme song? Twist the facts with your lawyerly wiles. Either way, the accused would still be guilty based off of her prints on the murder weapon. Yeah, we gotta get that. And here is what really happened. The victim was offering up his prayers. The victim stood with his hands on the stone slab in the hideout. It was the afternoon of the day before the rite. What? Oh, there have been some twists and turns. That is the truth of what happened. We won't get anywhere until I can eliminate the dagger.
Most impressive, your benevolence. I see no inconsistencies anywhere in the prosecution's case.
No, there is one.
What's this? You still claim there to be an inconsistency?
Try as you might, the outcome will always be the same. Victim stood on with his hands. Hold on. Where? Yeah, that's it, isn't it? What would be heavy? Oh!
Objection!
I know it would be heavy. The victim was originally thought to have been stabbed while bent over in prayer. But was he actually standing with his hands against the stone slab? So the question is, where did the sensation of something heavy come from?
Yes, I see your point.
Since the victim was standing, he couldn't have been held down. Eep.
Then tell us, Mr. Wright, what was the heavy sensation felt by the victim?
What caused the heavy sensation Zealot felt? Any thoughts, Maya? I agree that sense of heaviness seems important, but there's also the matter of Zealot's hands on the stone slab. Why were they even there? Could it be related to the cause of the heavy sensation?
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have an answer for us?
I do, but it contradicts the autopsy. Of course, if I just envision the state Zealot was in when he was killed. The cause of the heaviness the victim felt was the falling stone slab, but if that's true, how does our cause of death fit in? Because I feel like the autopsy is like pretty solid. Cause of death was a spinal cord injury from being stabbed in the upper back by a bladed weapon. Doesn't mention... Like, it doesn't mention any other wounds. But I think that's gotta be it. The only conceivable cause is the stone slab falling over, trapping the victim underneath.
What?
Oh, the stone slab came falling down on him, crushing him underneath. Right, that was the cause of the heavy sensation the victim felt. While your theory is impressive, you have overlooked a key fact. I haven't overlooked it. The victim was not crushed to death, rather he was stabbed. Oh yeah. Or do you claim that the dagger was plunged in after the slab had fallen up? I mean, not based on the autopsy, but like, how good is that autopsy then? Plus, had the killer been behind the victim, they would have both been crushed together.
Well, would you care to explain?
Sure, I'd love to. That doesn't mean I can. How could the dagger have been plunged in after the slab fell on the victim? The killer couldn't have plunged the dagger into the victim after the slab fell on him. But what if the murder weapon wasn't what we thought it was? Well, there were other weapons in the rebel hideout. But the entrance to the hideout is right by the stone slab. There isn't enough space between the two to use any of the weapons found within. Yeah, there's not much space by the entrances there. So what was the real murder weapon then? I better think of something. And we'll just think of that in the next episode. Hope you're looking forward to that. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.